Hello, everyone, and thank you again to our weekly presentation with Steve Garai from Remax. I am Fouad Wafdi from TD Canada Trust. How are you, Steve?
Very good, thanks, Fouad.
Very good, very good. Today we're going to be talking about an important subject, which is a multiple offer situation. What is the definition and what is the process from the seller's perspective? Could you tell us a little bit more about it, Steve, please?
Of course, my pleasure, Fouad. Thank you. Multiple offer situations, we see a lot of those these days, especially here, December 2018, we have fewer properties on the market in general, and that has a tendency to, for the same amount of buyers, to push the price up. So a lot of people who are buying properties are in multiple offer situations. So it's a great thing to talk about. So let's define multiple offer situation. It's when you receive more than one offer.
It's clear.
It's pretty self-evident from this point of view, but it can get complex. So you can either receive several offers chronologically, or you can, as a seller's broker, you can orchestrate the situation in such a way to make sure you receive them at a specific time, and then you present them all at the same time to your seller. So let's deal with the first situation. If you receive several offers chronologically. So if you make an offer on my property and say 2 hours later, I get another offer, that's a multiple offer situation. And then because I need to treat everyone fairly, I, as a selling broker, would have to call you back and tell your broker, I'm assuming that you're being represented by a collaborating broker, that we received an offer, a second offer, and did you want to ask your client whether they want to change the terms and conditions, like offer more money? And so that treats you fairly. And when the second broker calls me to tell me that they visited the property last week and they'd like to put in an offer, I would tell that broker that we already received one offer. It has not yet been accepted, but certainly, you are free to make another offer because the seller has not yet made a decision. And so all parties are now aware that they are in a multiple offer situation.
Good.
So that's the chronological side. And then there's the one where, say, a property receives a lot of activity. There's an open house, 50 people come visit the property, and then all the brokers, tell me how much their buyers love the property, and then you get a sense whether they will want to make an offer or not based on the feedback you get. So, usually you have a handful of people that will want to make an offer, and then you have to inform the handful of people that, we had several expressions of interest, and, please tell your buyer that they will likely be in a multiple offer situation. So the moment I get, and by the way, these other collaborating brokers will say, keep me in collaboration mode. In other words, if I should get an offer, I have to call them back and tell them we received our first offer.
Which is kind of normal.
Again, treating the guiding principle is treat people fairly, give everyone equal opportunity to make their bid in full knowledge of the same information. And so when I received that first offer, or let us say that given the second scenario, as a selling broker, what I would do is I would tell all the interested parties that all offers will be presented to my seller as of Sunday at 8 o'clock at night. So be sure to ensure that I receive them, say, by 6 o'clock that evening, because I'm going to then drive over to my seller and I'm going to put them all on the table and then present them. So that's call it the simultaneous presentation of multiple offers. And that's the two say, categories of multiple offer situations we see, especially the second type. And guiding principle: treat everyone fairly, equal opportunity.
So basically, no matter what, the seller will treat this transaction, he has to be fair to everybody that are interested in buying this property, by letting them know that they are in a multiple offer situation.
Yes.
So everybody can take advantage of it if the property is very interesting, and probably give them the opportunity to probably raise the price or something to be able to get that property, right?
Well, they will know that they are in a multiple offer situation. So 9 times out of 10, they will want to place their best foot forward, offer the best price, the best conditions possible if they want to win that property. And then on the seller, given he is in this privileged position of considering 3 different offers, can choose which offer to go forward with.
Okay.
So you can only go forward with one property, and if you have 3, well then you can either accept one and reject the other 2,
okay,
or choose to counter-propose the one you want to deal with and reject the other 2. So, or you could look at how much time you have available on each promise to purchase, because some might be open for, say, 48 hours, another might be 72 hours. The seller may choose to negotiate with one while keeping in consideration the timeline on the other 2. And if it should not work out with that
well, at least you have
initial
the other
person,
ones lying down. So
they could, if that one falls through, they can deal with the next one in line, or whatever. Okay. So it depends. Good. There's a combination of things that you can do.
So it's a very interesting situation here that we have to be fair to everybody interested in this property. Do we have anything else to cover, Steve, that we didn't cover yet?
Well, multiple offer situations can be very tricky, and it's important that the selling broker is experienced in this area. It's not to be taken lightly, for the reasons we mentioned. All parties must be treated fairly, equal opportunity, and that does not include sharing privileged information between brokers, right? I mean, you have to maintain confidentiality. You have a certain Chinese wall.
Yeah.
Each party, like the selling broker's primary loyalty is to his seller, and the collaborating broker's primary responsibility is to his buyer.
But there must be a certain level of fairness in the whole transactions here.
That's correct.
Okay. Well, so we covered this topic from the seller's perspective. Probably in the future videos we will cover the perspective from the buyer's perspective also, which is as important as the seller's perspective. Steve, look, I thank you very much today for all these informations, and we're always very glad to have you here. Because of your experience, because of your knowledge in the field, and I thank you again. And if you guys have any questions or anything, please do not hesitate to give us a call. My phone number is 514-608-3397, and your phone number is
514-298-9780.
Beautiful. And I thank you again, and looking forward to see you guys in the next videos. Thank you.
Same here.
Bye.
Take it easy. Bye, everyone.